Hi, welcome to another video on the Target Individual Experience, the Target Individual Program. Just want to fix my my microphone here for a minute. So, before I let this video play, I want to talk about something, and it's the mindset of individuals who participate in this psychological program, which is a coercive persuasion program. And for you, the TI, to understand the sick personality, the sick mentality, the mentality that those people think that they can do whatever they want to do, okay, because the authorities or some in authoritative position will protect them from any kind of prosecution, accountability for what they are doing and for what they have done to us. And so it's very difficult for us as TIs to bring these people to court and say, this is what they're doing to me. Okay? You will have to have proof. So that's the reason why you need to videotape your ongoing daily psychological harassment and torture. And you have to be able to explain it in a way that hopefully people can understand. And you have to know the psychological program, the name of it, the process, the tactics, and the things that they do, in order to present a clear explanation of what's being done to you. Okay? It's very difficult to get proof, particularly when we talk about directed energy weapons, because those things are classified. Years ago, you could have found a lot of information on the internet about directed energy weapons, specifically from the U.S. military websites. You could have they had like PDFs, conferences on directed energy weapon. They had PDF of those things, but now you can hardly find it because they all went dark. And when I say went dark, I mean they have been erased from the internet. So it's very difficult now. There are those who have downloaded these documents. I have downloaded some of these documents, and and then by reading and studying those documents, you can see and tell which of the technologies have been used against you, have been tested on you, experimented on you, and that also include remote neuromonitoring, which is microchipping a person's brain, and then being able to read what that person is thinking or give instructions to that person, and that person will think that that is their own conscious mind that is telling them what to do. Okay? So let's move on to this video. So you see this gentleman right here. He has on a black jacket and a red shirt. He's wearing a hat. So I had came downstairs to put groceries in the trunk of the car, and he came around the corner at the exact time as I was approaching the car. Now that is called synchronization. And so he walked past me, and as I closed the trunk, turned around to walk back to the apartment building. He's looking up in the sky, doing this. Okay? This is what he's doing. Talking a whole lot of nonsense about God and blah, 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 and such. So I knew he was a perp, simply because I recognized the synchronization taking place. And so anyway, I said a couple of things to him, and I guess he didn't want to hear it, so he walked off, which was pretty funny. So went back upstairs, got the rest of the groceries, and my two youngest kids, and we proceeded to the car. So he comes walking back in the opposite direction, and he stands right there. Okay? He stands right there. Okay, so at that point, I know for sure that he's a perp. So I'm going to let the video play, because I'm also explaining what's taking place in the video.
Okay. So, back again in another video.
Okay, so when he sees that I started recording, he walks off. Right, so what happened is that I put my phone on the the phone mount, right, and then I hit the record button. And when he saw that I did hit the recording and I had the camera up, he walked off.
The cars that were on.
Then he comes back.
People that live on my block, or they come and park on my block. I have the number 32 in it, right? Now, the same thing was happening on the block that my two youngest kids' mother live on. And so anybody that basically purchased a car, whether new or used, they will give them a license plate with that number in it. Now, for example, in front of me, this car parked in front of me. I'm on the kids' mother block. I'm on my way home. And this person, I guess, just purchased this car. Texas plate, a permit. And as you can see, if I can zoom in with the phone. Okay. And what does that number say? What number does it have on the license plate that I've been talking about, and how they used to how they use that number? They conditioned me to that number using neurolinguistic programming, and so now that number is like a trigger. So
and it's actually DarkNLP. It is neurolinguistic, but it's dark neurolinguistic programming.
The best proof I can give you guys is by making videos to show exactly what's being done when I say these things, so that you guys don't think I'm making this up. I am not making this up. And so as I was I had came to the car to put my groceries in the trunk, and this guy, he's a perp, comes stand up a little bit for me. Here he is. He's walking back and forth. This is the guy right there in the black jacket and the hat, walking back and forth. When he saw that I started recording, I put my camera on the camera mount in the car, he walked off. So now he's back. You see, as I turn the camera towards him, so he walks off. So they know exactly what they're doing. All right, some of these people, they know exactly what they're doing. And once he comes, he thinks that maybe I'm leaving, he's staying out of sight. That's what he's doing. Let me see if I can turn the camera, if you can see him. Turn the camera again, and he walks off. So again, these people, they're religious by nature, by conditioning, and they will do stuff like this because they're so brainwashed by religion that they think it's okay to do stuff like this. Okay, you know, these people are praying for there to be some sort of holy war in which millions of people will die so that their make-believe God can come back. Okay, this is the type of people that we have living in society, and not just in the United States but all over, because of the brainwashing of religion. These people will even create situations to which they can cause chaos because they believe in the midst of that chaos their Lord and Savior will come back to save them. You know, which is BS, because every generation of people who have died in the past believe the same thing. Okay, and these people don't have the intelligence, the logic, the mindset.
Yeah. Let me pause the video here. I'm not gonna continue to play this part because it is insulting, and you know I shouldn't care because again, you know, the stuff that they do to me. But you know, I shouldn't say all of them don't have the intelligence. I should just say they all don't have a, what's the word? They are not grounded in reality. That's what I should have said. But you know, that didn't cross my mind. But it's true. They are not grounded in reality, and to me, that's a fact. Okay.
Are pure evil, because like I said, they will create chaos because they think and they feel that that amongst that chaos, their Lord and Savior will come back to save them. Right? So that is the mindset and the mentality of the people that we have to deal with. You know, and if you're a TI, you know all too well, you know, the length that these people will go through to target you. You know, to do things to you, to poison your food, to, you know, lie on you, to set you up. You know, that's the mentality of these people. I want you guys to understand that. You know, so, you know, I don't make excuses for these people. I don't make excuses for anyone, you know, who willfully and knowingly participate in this. Okay, now there are those who don't willfully participate in it because of the technology, the mind control technology, but you could tell those who are willfully participating in it because, like I said, when you shine the spotlight on them, you turn the camera on them, they run away. They run away. Okay? That's the sick mentality or the sick mindset that these people have. And if they felt so righteous, and there you go, making another U-turn in front of me. There you go.
Yeah, let me pause this. So again, as I said, right, they will constantly make U-turns in front of me. Constantly. Okay? Now, you know, people make U-turn all the time. But when you're TI, like I said, it becomes like 10 times more in front of you. Whether you're driving, you're walking, it's, you know, it is a trigger. It is a trigger, okay? Because, again, when things are being done repeatedly with such frequency, it is conditioning, right? So that is a trigger when they do that, okay? Because, like I said, it's done all the time in front of me. And they will wait. So they, you know, that person could have made that turn way before I approach it.
Because that individual made the U-turn, but they wait till I approach, and then they'll make a U-turn in front of me. Okay, so just want you guys to really understand, truly understand, and for those TIs who are religious, you know, I don't know what else to say. Christians.
Yeah.
Spiritual Christians who are targeting you are not really Christians, then I guess you think you are the true Christian, right? So you guys need to think about that. Think about the
Yeah.
the conditioning that religion has.
Seriously, TIs who are religious really need to check themselves and check their belief system.
Block worldwide, you know.
Yeah. Let me go back.
So I'm taping with no radio playing because I found out that some of my video has been blocked worldwide, you know. And it's interesting because I have other videos where the radio's playing and they haven't been blocked. So I think it must have been blocked. Those videos must have been blocked for a reason. Because also what they do is that if they know you're listening to a particular radio station all the time, they will involve that radio station and the disc jockeys of that radio station to participate in your targeting. Right? So again, this is the level of sophistication, the level of influence that's being done. And the only how you have that level of influence is if you are someone in authority, in law enforcement, in the security agency, CIA, the FBI, etc. Like I said before one of my videos, and the route that I take to drop the kids' mom off to work, and sometimes I take it to, and then sometimes I take it to pick her up when we go grocery shopping. And there's a bus there. It's the 69 bus that goes to Coney Island Avenue. And many times I've seen that bus, and on top of the bus where it gives you the bus destination or what have you, it said CIA, right? Just those three letters, CIA, right? Close together. And recently, since I started recording, and because I've been posting my videos so they know I'm recording, now when I see that bus, right? That bus says CI with 2 spaces AV for Coney Island Avenue, right? So again, you know, this is what they do. This is how they use their influences, and the perpetrators of these programs are in the authoritative position. We all know when it comes to experimentation and stuff like that, psychological warfare. You're talking about the FBI. You're talking about the NYPD. You're talking about whichever big city police department, in whichever city that you live in, the Department of Defense, the DoD, right?
And the CIA.
And so that's what they do.
And the NSA.
So when I used to when they were doing, like, anytime they're doing road construction, right? And they have road signs up. Whenever I approach that road sign or drive by it, all of a sudden it will change and the word test will appear on it. Okay? And I've like I said, I've noticed that because if you go onto the website Psychological Harassment and you read up on Coercive Persuasion Program and also a lot of the psychological tactics that the perpetrators of these programs use, they always try to make the TI or the victim or the target feel like that they're being put through a test, that is some sort of test, right? And so, you have to understand that. And also too, using my oldest son, who is 16 years old, his mother, they have been using her throughout my entire experience in this program to target me and basically trying to destroy the relationship between me and my son, and using her to do it, right? So, for example, this was supposed to be my weekend with him, right? And for whatever reason, she let her cousin purchase tickets to a play on my weekend, So she let her cousin purchase tickets for him and her to play on my weekend.
Yep. Let me just pause here and further explain. Yeah, so this is just the latest incident that something like this was done. It has happened before, where her family was having a gathering on my weekend, and instead of calling and saying, "Hey, Nigel, my family's having a gathering this weekend, and Bryce and I would like to go, or I'd like to take Bryce with me. Can we switch weekend?" And I don't have a problem with that. But the fact that she doesn't call, she doesn't say anything, and not tell me, and I'm calling to see if he's coming down or he want me to come pick me up, and my phone calls and my text messages will be ignored. Okay, so this isn't the first time. So when I called him, and actually I called her because he didn't answer his phone, and I said to her, "Can you have Bryce call me, because I've been calling him and he's not calling me back, because I want to know, if he's coming out on Friday or Saturday." And she was like, "Well, he has SAT prep," and I'm like, "Okay, that's fine, but after the SAT prep, he can, from the school, he can come straight to my house." And she's like, "Well, my cousin Lyle purchased tickets to a play." And I'm like, "Really? It's my weekend." You should have been like, "Well, it's his father's weekend. Let me find out if it's okay with his father, and I'll get back to you before you purchase the ticket." But no. And because I'm a TI, people feel they can do whatever, they can talk to you however, and treat you like you're nothing. Okay? And so I asked her to call. I asked her to have him call me when he's done doing what he's doing, and he did call me back. And I said to him, "Hey, how come you didn't call me to let me know about this weekend?" "Well, I've been very busy." I'm like, "You couldn't take 2 minutes to call me? 2 minutes? Because I'm sure during the week, when you're not doing your homework or anything else, you're playing your game. Okay, so you could have called me. All it takes is just 2 minutes, okay, a few minutes to call and say, 'Hey, Dad, there's a play this weekend that my cousin bought tickets to. Is it okay if I go?'" And I wouldn't have a problem with that. So I said to him, "Ask your mom if we can switch weekends," and his mother said yes. So Tuesday, I get a text. Actually, I get a call from his mother saying that that this weekend coming up, which again we have switch weekends, that he won't be able to come because his school is going on a field trip to Massachusetts. And I'm like, "Okay, that's fine. So here you go. So that's 2 weekends that I don't get to see my son. No, I only get to see my son 2 weekends out of the month. Okay, that's 2 days. That's 4 days out of the entire month that I get to see my son. Right? And they are doing everything to take that away from me and try to do it in what seems like a legitimate way." Okay? That's the tactics that they employ. Alright? So I'm not going to get to see him this weekend. So I'm going to wait till next weekend to see what kind of excuses I will be getting, and then I'll take it from there, because I will go back to the courts and have the courts deal with it like I did before. I have no problem doing that. Alright?
So that goes to show you, right? And so what I may have to do is that if this continues to happen, I will have to go to court and get.
Alright, so the video ended here. It's funny because I didn't end the video. Alright? And I didn't realize that the video ended. And I had enough space or storage on my phone so that the video can continue. but for some reason it ended here, and I realized that. And after I had passed this point while I was driving, and then I started recording back here.
Like I said, I know in the end, I will come out on top. Okay, regardless of whatever silent subliminal they try to send me, whatever negative messaging that they try to send me. I'm not scared of them. That's for sure.
And you can't be. As a TI, they use fear as a tool to control you, to shut you up, to keep you quiet from exposing what it is that they're doing. Okay?
Engage them as a TI, and I'm very confident that I will come out on top. And as a TI, you should feel the same way and think the same way. Don't let them try to put you in a negative space. And if they feel that they have something on you that they try to blackmail you with, let them take it to court. And fight your battles there. Don't be afraid. Because everything is orchestrated, is set up, is planned, is perpetrated on you by these people. And the way you expose them is by not giving into the fear, is by confronting them, and you handle your business when the time comes. Okay?
Now, at this point, when the video ends, I received a phone call. Okay? And that phone call was from the mother of my two youngest, who was in the back seat as we were going to my house. And it's funny because she calls me at exactly about, I think when I had looked at the phone while I was recording, it had said something like 5 minutes and 32 seconds. And there goes that number again.
Okay, so I just got a phone call. That was the kid's mother. It's funny because, like I said, that number that they always use. So she calls me at exactly, I believe it was like 5 minutes and 32 seconds into the video. She calls me. Okay? So, again, monitoring everything that I do, using that number, that sort of thing. It's just unbelievable. But I'm here to expose it, and that's what I'm doing. And exposure. That's what you got to do. Can't let these people get away with doing what they do to you.
Now, also, I think that they have been manipulating my phone as I've been recording, because, like I said, sometimes as I'm recording, my video would just stop for no apparent reason, while I have enough space on my phone for the video to record. Now, I've recorded a video that was half an hour long, okay? And so I know when I look at my phone as I believe it's recording and see that it stopped recording, that they're doing something. Also, recently, and you'll see, I think it's also this video and the video before, they were only like 2 minutes and a couple of seconds long, or close to 3 minutes long. And, I have enough space on my phone, because when I got in the house and I hooked up my phone to the computer, that I had over 25 gigabytes of storage available. So, again, they will try to disrupt prevent you from recording what it is that they're doing. They will find some way, whether they'll mess with your phone so that it cannot hook up to your computer anymore, like my old phone, or they will affect the recording time of the videos so that it doesn't go longer than a certain amount of minutes as the way to prevent you from recording. Now also, see this ice cream truck here? Now, it's cold. It was cold. It was cold. Okay, this was around, I believe, after 6 at night. And this was Saturday night. And the ice cream truck is also a tool that they use in my targeting. Early on in my targeting, they used to use the ice cream truck a lot with the Mr. Softy sign. And remember when I talk about when things are happening frequently, repetitively, it is a form of conditioning, and that appeals with neurolinguistic programming, the repetition of things to embed a subliminal message in your subconscious. And so then it acts as a trigger to some sort of emotional feeling, some sort of thought. It could be a place, person, anything. It could be something that you use on a daily basis. Anything to try and attach a negative emotions or thought pattern towards. So this is, again, another tool that they use is the ice cream truck. Yeah, I'll call you back, man. I'm doing a video. I just got a phone call from another TI. Yeah, it's funny. As I was driving, because I got on my block this parking space here, I did not even see it. There was a bike here and an SUV here, and I did not even see this parking space. So I'm thinking that maybe they didn't want me to see it, because there was another parking space here that I was trying to fit into, but I couldn't fit into it. And again, look at this video is a short video, and it's not because I stopped the video, but for whatever reason, on my phone it kept showing that my recording time is only 2 minutes and a couple seconds. And I'm thinking that, hey, my storage space is full, but it's not. I had over 25 gigabytes of storage space, so they have been manipulating my phone so that I won't record what it is that they're doing, or I may just get small snippets of it to where, it wouldn't show anything. So my video ended here, which is, this is what they do. It's just a tactic. So whatever they do, I'm going to expose it, and this is exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so that car had took that parking space, and I was waiting for another parking space to open up, and the ice cream truck park up right there. Right? So obviously these guys they didn't want any ice cream, but he happens to park up right in front of my apartment building. And so let me just forward here, and I'm gonna show you how they try to mask it, because see, I'm recording it, and this is how they try to mask it. So they're gonna actually have someone buy ice cream. Now these people, including this kid here, they're all part of my targeting.
This is how they mask it, right? So again,
okay, let me lower this. Right, so they are masking the psyops. Okay, so now it's like there's a legitimate reason for this guy to pull up there, because somebody wanted ice cream. Now if I go back, you'll see no one was there. Okay, he was just parked there. And again, it's because they use the ice cream truck early in my target and very frequently to target me. Okay, so eventually this kid ended up getting the ice cream. But of course, like I said, it's the way how they mask their psyops, so that when I do play this video, people be like, "Oh, just the ice cream truck. Somebody's buying ice cream, so there's a legitimate reason for that truck to be there." Now, what would an ice cream truck be doing out on a Saturday night on a cold night in Brooklyn? Okay, it's photo on this. Okay, let's go to the next video. Alright, so again, part of the video was not recorded. Now, I had pressed the record button, but for some reason it didn't record what transpired. Because before I got this parking space, two people pull out of their parking space on opposite side of the street at the exact same time. One was parked in front of an orange scooter, and the other one was parked behind this van. And so I was about to take the parking space behind the orange scooter, but I was like, you know what? Since this is on the side that my apartment building is on, and I have groceries, I'm going to take this parking space. So, and it was probably something that they orchestrated, right? Because for two people to pull out at the exact same time, that's highly unlikely. But they did it at the exact same time. So it's like trying to give me a choice here. And again, the use of color and the use of words on things such as words on this van. It could be people walking with t-shirts targeting you. Like I said, one of the brands that they like to use is the Champion brand and also the Levi brand. Okay, it's particularly the jeans with the symbol in the back in the shape of a V. Okay, that's another brand that they will use to incorporate in your targeting. Okay. Alright, let me just end the video here. And let me just pause that. So, a couple things that were missing because, like I said, they have manipulated my phone to where it's only started to record video at around, the recording time of the videos is about 2 minutes and some seconds. Okay, and I had 3 consecutive videos that I played, which only recorded 2 minutes and 30-something seconds. And when I got in the house, when I checked the storage space on my phone, I had over 25 gigabytes of storage available. So they are doing something to my phone. They are manipulating, and that's what they do. My phone sometimes will make all these noises, and I'm like, where did all that come from? So I have to, go through my applications, see which applications is running, and none of the applications, will are the ones that are making those sounds. So, again, accessing your phone, hacking your phone, that's another tactic that they do and that they use against you if you are a TI. So hopefully I've explained certain things that you can get an idea of what it is that I go through, and hopefully, like I said, I explained it, in a concise and clear manner that you can understand for those who don't know about the target individual program, about TIs, and for TIs, if my targeting is similar to what you're going through, leave a comment. it's not going to appear right away because I have to, approve the comments, because I, in the past I've received a lot of threats on my life and stuff like that. So I had to change the comments to where that I have to approve them. So, and I'm pretty busy during the week with the kids and stuff like that. So you have to give me some, you have to be patient. I will go through the comments, and also YouTube has stopped notifying me when somebody leaves a comment. So I no longer receive notification from YouTube for whatever reason. Okay. All right.